Paratiyama, Sip Eru, Sip Rekha, Sip Prabha, Sip Bliss, Sip Pankaj, Sip Bliko, Sip Swati, Sip Ashok, Sip Mrs. Sadhwani, I hope, Sip Yogini, Sip Ru Tanu, Sip Ru Mataji, and the rest of you. I can't see you, but I welcome you to this call. The administrator is putting up the message. What is the message for today? What is the proof that life has a purpose? What is the proof that life has a purpose? So who would like to start? Okay. Who would like to start? I'm waiting for spiritual champions to break the ice. What is the proof that life has a purpose? Does life have a purpose? Does it have a purpose? How do you know? Life is just a journey. We are born and then we are gone. We have fun and then life is done. Is that what life is all about? Does life have? Many people question me. Why do you think life has a purpose? No, there's no purpose. Khao, pio, geo. What is the guarantee that life has a purpose? I'm waiting for a spiritual champion. Either tell yes, it has a purpose, or say no, it has no purpose. What do you think? Bliko, thank you for being what I call the spiritual champion.
Shivoham, everybody.
Shivoham, yes.
Life has a purpose because we know at least that the life is very precious, and life is very precious. Birth is very precious. Our life as a human is very precious, and it is a one-time event.
What is the proof?
Because we don't know. We don't know. We know only birth and we know only death.
So what is the proof?
And that means there's no proof. There is no proof, but by inference we know that this is only one-time event, because there is no guarantee that we'll get another birth or we will get another birth of human being. And that's why it has...
Therefore, if somebody asks, we cannot tell them, na. What is it? Suppose somebody says, "Chalo, Bliko, let's have fun, yaar. Kya ye zoom, boom, boom, doom, chodo na. Kya hai ye sabhi? Chal, let's have fun." Is life? I'm not saying that in our talks we don't say that we should be unhappy. No, this journey is a journey of ultimate happiness. But today's question: does life have a purpose? Is there proof? Girish, what is the proof? I'm looking for proof. What is the proof that life has a purpose?
We come here again and again, again and again, again and again, endlessly. But once we achieve the purpose, we need not come again and again. This itself shows that there is a purpose. Coming back again and again itself shows that for attaining something, we are coming again and again. In one birth, we may not get it. So we come again and again. This itself is the proof.
So can you explain again clearly the proof, Girish? What is the proof?
When we attain that, we don't come back. If not, we come back. This itself shows in search of something. Or
what you're saying is correct, but we have to say it in a very clear manner. What you're saying is correct, but who can say it in a very clear manner? For example, what is the proof of gravity?
Inference.
What
something we throw up, it comes back.
So anybody, you can even explain to a donkey. Hey, donkey, I throw up, it comes down. Why it comes down, Girish?
Yeah.
Why it comes down?
Gravity. Yes.
Because it's proof. Is it enough? Scientists have accepted this as proof?
Yes.
So what is the proof that life has a purpose? That will be clear, like how I'm saying, throw up, comes down, proof. What is the proof that life has purpose? Prabha and Bliko, Prabha, Bliss, Ashok Michani, and Swati. Prabha.
Shivoham, Pranam
Shivam,
Guruji.
Prabha. Pranam,
I'm
Prabha.
just giving it a try.
Yeah.
I'm
Always
not a
see.
champion, but
No. You must see, unless you try, the word, the word triumph. The word triumph means success. Triumph. So, without try, there can be no triumph. Only when you try, there can be triumph. So try.
Yeah. I feel that the very fact that we wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
God, SIP has given us this life and SIP wakes us up. What if I die in the sleep only? Then I'm
Very
not
good.
waking up. So
Very
the
good.
very fact that I'm waking up the next day means this day is to prove, this is the proof that there is some purpose which I have not yet achieved. That's why God has waken me up in the morning.
Okay. It's a good inference, but it's not proof. It's a good inference.
Yeah, but
it is a good
the very
feeling.
fact that I'm waking up,
Yeah.
God, SIP is waking me up. That means I have not yet achieved what I want to achieve.
So are you saying that if you achieve, then SIP won't wake you up?
No, means if I die in the sleep, then I don't have any, there is nothing to look for further.
No.
Like I
So
may
what
come
you're
back
saying,
again.
no, what you're saying, a dead person has got no purpose. That is clear. But alive, do you know that 80% of the people in this world think that there's no purpose of life?
They don't know. Yes, that's
80%.
very true. Yeah, more than 80%, I would say.
What they know, they think life has a purpose. They think life purpose is to be happy. They think life purpose is to have a family. They think life purpose is to have success. Life purpose is to have money. Life purpose is to have fun. That's all.
True purpose, they don't know. Many people don't know. True purpose of life.
So what is the real purpose of life? So today we are trying to explore. And you all should be absolutely clear, like how we say, you throw it up, it comes down, proof of gravity. What is the proof that life has a purpose? Bliss. What is the proof?
Swan, everyone. Neti Tattwamasi.
Okay. So is that the proof?
Yeah.
What is the proof?
Because I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, I am that.
But what is the proof? You cannot prove that. You cannot prove that.
I have not choice to become here. I'm not decide my birth. I will not decide my death. And I have to really find what I am. I am.
So what you say is correct. So what is the proof?
I'm not able to explain.
Try to type it out. Ashok Nichani. Thank you. Ashok Nichani.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam Ashok.
Sarji, I don't know if I'll be right. I'm just trying this.
Please try.
Sarji, everyone born has a purpose.
What is the proof?
So the proof is you have to thinking for what is my purpose of life. And another one is just living, just to keep on thinking, what is my purpose?
No, that is okay, but what is the proof, Ashok? I'm asking you a question.
We have to choose either one of them.
What are the one of them? What are the two things you have to choose? One, A or B? What are A or B?
Thinking what is the purpose of my life, like what I want to become in future, what I have to do in future, or just living for just keep on thinking and sleeping, which has no purpose at all.
Very good.
So either
Ashok, what you're saying is beautiful, Ashok. Ashok, you're saying two things. Ashok is come closest to the answer now. Let me tell you. Ashok is saying either there is a purpose or there is no purpose. I hope you agree. Either there is a purpose or there is no purpose. So Ashok, what makes us believe there is a purpose? You come very beautifully close to it. Very good. Very good. Either there is a purpose or no purpose. How can we prove?
We can prove by knowing that why am I here? What am I here? Who am I? Why am I here? What is my duty?
It's very tricky. Yeah? Realization is very tricky. Today we are on a realization subject. Today, if these things you have to realize it. So I'm trying to put words into realization. Let's try. Let's hope we get. Swati and Samatma. Swati.
Shom sir.
I am also
Thank you,
not
Ashok.
very sure of my answer. Like, you
But
can
try.
hear me, Ed?
Yeah. Please continue.
So I'm not sure of my answer, but I think that we being born as a human being itself is a proof that we have a purpose.
Beautiful.
Like you told in the morning that everything, like insects, birds, everybody has got a soul, but only we humans have the intellect to think. So when we humans have the intellect to think, then we can also have the realization that we have a purpose. And
Good.
once we have the realization we have a purpose, then we can search for it. And once we search it, then we can fulfill it also. That is what is my thought.
No, good. We are getting closer. We are getting closer to the answer. So Ashok Nichani said either there's a purpose or don't have a purpose. And Swati is saying, what is the proof of purpose? Our intellect. Our intellect is a proof that we have got the ability to discriminate. That intellect is a proof. The intellect will tell us there's a purpose or not. Are we meant to be born just to be gone? Or a human being has a purpose?
Yes.
For example, the dog doesn't know you ask a dog, hello, doggy, what is the meaning of birth and death, doggy? Will the doggy tell you? Bow, 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 bow. The doggy can only tell bow, 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 bow. What the doggy is saying? Does the doggy have the intellect? If the doggy has the intellect, it would not eat rubbish. You throw rubbish from the toilet, also dogs will put their face into it because they do not have an intellect. They have a soul. They live and they die. So we are trying to get to that proof. So we are very good. I can tell you we have got good progress. We have not reached the full answer, but we have got very good progress because I don't give the answer. SIP gives the answer through you. Samatma Rumataji. Samatma.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
So we can see that each one's life journey is different. Each one is going through a different thing. So that shows that you have come here to complete that. That is a purpose. You have come to complete something. That is why we have taken this human birth, so that we are able to complete that part of a karma. That is the purpose which we have to complete.
So therefore, what is the purpose? First tell me. According to you, what is the purpose?
We have to complete this karma, and the ultimate purpose is enlightenment. But the proof that there is some purpose is that each one's journey is different. So each one has to complete.
No, what is the proof?
The proof is that each one is going through something different.
Correct. Each is going to do. What is the proof that there is a purpose?
You have come to complete that. Otherwise, why will your life and my life be different? Our lives are different because we have that to complete that thing.
Okay. No, very good. As we are talking, some people are getting good ideas. I can see Girish getting some good ideas, Girish, but you can't type your answer out, Girish. So be ready to give the answer verbally after Rumataji. Rumataji.
Guruji.
Pranam.
I am just trying. I don't know whether it is correct or not. Guruji, I feel our actions reflect the purpose of our life. For example, if one is running after the money, he will be whole day, he will be after money. He will even forget to take his food. His life is around the money only. And for an enlightened person will try to be in yoga, from one form of yoga to another form of yoga to get enlightenment. So I feel somehow our actions, they reflect the purpose of our life.
But what is the proof? So you are saying action is the proof. True Mataji is saying action is the proof. But there is... Girish, are you ready? Bliko wants to say something. I'm waiting. Girish, I want to hear. You want to say something? You typed so many things in between. You don't want to say? Okay. Bliko, I thought you were typing, so I thought you have an answer. Bliko.
That I can say the purpose of life is happiness, and everybody is chasing up happiness.
No,
Whether
what is
the
the, my dear Bliko?
so that inclination to the happiness,
Yeah.
that wants for oneself to be happy by doing anything, is common in all the living
Beautiful.
creatures.
It's not what I thought about. Bliko's taken me to a new level. I was thinking something else altogether. Bliko's saying the proof of the purpose of our existence is the desire to be happy.
Desire to be happy, yeah. So this
Beautiful.
desire to be happy makes everybody do some action.
Yeah.
Animal also run on the on the food.
No, very good. I like your answer. I'm admitting I was not thinking in that direction at all. I was thinking in Girish's direction, but Girish is depriving the group by not speaking. So, but let me give you my logic, and then we'll try to put it all together. See, one thing is clear before I go to Chidanand. Are you alive, everybody? Sudeep, are you alive? Alive, sure. So Sudeep is saying, I'm sure I'm alive. Yeah, if you're not alive, you can't say you're sure you are alive. So, A, we are sure we are alive. Point number one. Point number two. Are we just like vegetables? Okay. Sudeep, does a tree have a purpose? It is bound to the ground. It has a purpose or it has no purpose? Sudeep, tree has a purpose or no purpose?
So tree doesn't have an intellect at least, but maybe tree was born to give some fruits, so that can be considered as its purpose.
Correct.
But
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely. The tree
not
has
doing
no
it out
purpose.
of its intellect. It's just a natural process.
The tree doesn't have its own purpose, but the creator has created the tree. But why the creator has created tigers? I don't know. Why he created the tiger, and the tiger has to run and to eat the deer, and the deer is the food of the tiger. I don't. So there are things we don't understand. But none of these, even the tree, it doesn't have to fulfill its purpose. It automatically fulfills its purpose. Correct, Sudeep? This is what we agree there. It is not that the tree has to do something to bear fruit. No, the sun shines, the water falls on it, it automatically bears fruit. One day it is gone. It is born, it is gone. But a human being, is a human being like a dog and a frog and a butterfly or a tree or a bee? What is the difference? So, Chidanand. Yes, sir. I can't hear you. What is the proof that the human being has a purpose? Chidanand, unmute. Yes,
Shiva,
sir.
Guruji.
Shiva.
Yeah, the proof that a human being is the only being who has got intellect and freedom of choice. So, fully developed intellect so that he can question, and that itself shows in reasoning, the power of reasoning itself, which is available in human being, is the very proof that we have a purpose in life, because it's only in the human species we can reason or cause and effect.
Very good.
Then choose.
Let us all accept the one thing, that intellect is a key. The proof of that life has a purpose is an intellect, but intellect is not the full answer. What does the intellect have to discriminate to prove that life has a purpose?
Understand what is self.
Understand what is?
Self.
Self. By understanding what is self, how will the purpose be fulfilled?
Because it will realize that it is Brahman at the end of that. Because otherwise, oneness, the Advaita is not established. It is established only in the intellect.
But that can't be proved.
By discovering the self.
But that can't be proved, Chidanand. I'm asking you, Chidanand, when we talk of proof, we should be able to tell 1 + 1 = 2. We can prove 1 + 1 = 2. We can prove 2 + 2 = 4. We can prove I throw something up, it comes down. It's gravity. We can prove.
That is only human beings can create things. We can do because we can create things. All other species cannot create. They are there to only enjoy whatever the senses can make them enjoy or suffer?
My dear friends, we are trying to ask a question. Does life have a purpose? Does life have a purpose? Or we are wasting time on coming on Zoom every day? Complete waste. Is it like that? Does life have a purpose? Or life does not have a purpose? That is what we are trying to prove. Let us try. Vinita and then Prabha. Plus Vinita. Yes, Vinita.
Purpose is to understand what is lacking somewhere and try to fulfill or fill in that need or gap.
But what is the proof that there is a purpose? Suppose I tell you, Vinita,
Suppose I doing something. It propels you into doing a service.
That somebody told very beautifully. It propels you into wanting happiness. That is, I think, Blico came with that analogy. So, seeking happiness is a primary purpose. I mean, I would add to what Blico said. I would say the purpose of man, it seems to 80% of the people or 99% of the people, seeking pleasure, running away from pain. I want pleasure, I don't want pain. I want pleasure, I don't want pain. This seems to be the purpose. But is this the real ultimate purpose? I don't know. I mean, this is by default. This, even a madman, even a sad man, a rich man, a poor man, every man in this world wants to be happy, doesn't want to be unhappy. But we are trying to see whether there is proof that life has a purpose. Prabha.
Shivam Guruji, according to me, because of our intellect, we can discriminate between Shreyas and Preyas.
Correct.
That is what is good and what is pleasant. Like Correct. If we go on the path of good, that is maja karo, khao piyo, moj karo, that will not lead us to anything. So that discrimination comes only because of intellect. And that's how a human being can decide whether to go on this path or this path. Whether to go on a path of Shreyas or go on path of Preyas. Like you have a gulab jamun, you are enjoying a gulab jamun, you keep on having 3, 4, 5, but it's going to harm you. Initially, you have a pleasure of it, but so ultimately it's going to harm you.
That is Shreyas or Preyas?
That is Shreyas. You are just, enjoying, pleasure. Having fun, And for prayers, you need to know that, no, one gulab jamun is enough for me. Though I'm not diabetic, I can have a gulab jamun, but one is enough for me. I don't want to eat 4, 5 and, spoil my health. But so you have to have a discrimination.
Good. What is the proof that life has a purpose?
Intellect, which can discriminate this, whether to go on this path or to this path. Simple. That's what I feel.
Okay, good.
Just trying to...
Yeah, no. I'm also trying. See, I could give you all a very easy answer. Happiness is a very simple answer. That happiness, we all want to be happy, but even a dog wants to be happy. Even a cat wants to be happy. Then how can we say
we have to discriminate what is true happiness?
Yeah.
Not just eating a gulab jamu or having pleasure and life ko enjoy karte raho.
So let's see. We have 2-3 more people before. Yeah. What you say is correct. I'm just trying to put it into a shape. Rekha Parwani.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
Life does have a purpose. An enlightened one will know this.
But what is the proof?
Is karma a proof?
Yes. Good. You're going towards a closer answer. How karma is one of the answers, but what makes you think karma is a proof?
Because we see everybody going through the suffering. Some are happy.
Beautiful. See, now you see an answer coming from consciousness. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing what Rekha Parwani is saying? Rekha is saying karma is a proof. Karma is a proof, Rekha is saying, because we see people suffering and it makes our intellect. Here comes the intellect. Here the intellect discriminates that there is a law of karma and therefore there is a proof, some proof somewhere. She's not yet clear about it, but there's the proof that life has a purpose. Otherwise, karma could make you an animal. If it ever that is true, we don't know. But karma could make you suffer. Karma could really make you suffer. But what else? We have Bliko, Ashok, and Chidanand. Bliko.
So I can say it, the intellect is searching for happiness. One more thing, right?
Yes.
And in this journey of happiness, people see other also. They are also chasing. Now the intellect has the data and it analyzes and it says that there is some sort of incompleteness. There is some sort of lacking. There is some sort of problem in this race, because he don't see, or intellect doesn't see, that happiness, even if you do whatever, happiness is not staying. It always goes slips from the hands, and he gets unhappiness, he gets other miseries and
Absolutely.
many things. So then he thinks, what is this? There is something I have to find where I can get permanent peace, permanent happiness,
Beautiful.
permanent
Beautiful.
bliss.
Beautiful analysis.
And
So
then
Biko,
he thinks that there must be some purpose.
So
To find
beautiful.
this.
Yeah. So Bliko said something very beautiful. Bliko is saying, see, all happy people are not enlightened, but all enlightened people are happy. So this is a very, and this who analyzes all this? The intellect. The normal man will say, no, our success is happiness. But the intellectual man will say success is not happiness. Happiness is success. So the intellect is one important proof. But what does the intellect discriminate to prove that life has a purpose? What does the intellect discriminate to prove that life has a purpose? See, we can go on playing, fooling, eating, drinking. We can do everything. It's fun. We all enjoy it. But will we attain that ultimate purpose of life? Is there a purpose of life? This is what I'm trying. Ek minute. Rumataji, we have got Siddhanand and Ashok. We have to wait for that. So I want all of you to contemplate. It's very, very important. Let me tell you, this is very, very important. More important than anything else in your life. More important than anything else in your life. So we have now Ashok and then Siddhanand. Ashok.
Shom Sarji.
Shom Ashok.
I just wanted to add to what I spoken previously, that intellect and choice. So God has given that intellect and choice to human beings. So on that we choose what I want to become, a pilot or a doctor or something else. So for that, if I study that, that will be the proof that he has done doctrine. That is why he's become a doctor.
So is that the purpose of life, Ashok? Is becoming a doctor the purpose of life, Ashok?
No, Sarji, my proof I'm saying, proof.
No. So yeah, but you're saying is correct. But are we heading? What is the real proof that life has a purpose? And then you will come out with a purpose. When you come to know life has a purpose, I'll tell you something. Majority of people in this world are dragged into samsara, into becoming a doctor, becoming a pilot. Why are people dragged into becoming a doctor, becoming a pilot? Why are people dragged away from the real purpose of life?
For a living?
But so why is living a purpose? It's only making a living the purpose of life. That's a very ordinary purpose. If you tell me, Ashok, the main purpose of life is to make a living, is that the real purpose of life, Ashok? If you see Maslow's law, hierarchy of needs, first they say air, water, food. Then they talk about monetary needs, comforts, luxuries. Then they talk about the highest in Maslow's law. The highest is self-actualization. If you study Maslow's law of the hierarchy of needs, what does man need the most? So we are all caught in the mundane life. Ashok, we are all caught. Therefore, we have not understood the proof that life has a purpose. And today we are...
The purpose is to get in union with God and get liberated.
What is the purpose? What is the proof? What you're saying is correct. What is the proof of that?
We have to follow that path to get liberated.
You know, very few of us are lucky. Let me tell you, very few of us are lucky in this journey. Most of us get caught. मैं फंसा, मैं खुद में फंसा. We are jailed. We become prisoners in this samsara because of our senses, our mind, we get caught, we do not discover the purpose of life. Chidanand.
Yeah, basically we can perform agami karma because our intellect makes us realize all other organisms are only bhoga yonis.
Yeah.
That means they only suffer prarabdha. But because of human faculty to discriminate, and we can understand the law of karma, hence the very proof that we can change our prarabdha itself is enough that and once I'm on the right path of shreyas and prayas, we can discriminate and work on it. And by taking help of the scriptures, etc., we can erase our bad prarabdha and go and very fact that we can perform agami karma is the proof that I have a purpose in life. Because all other animals, procreation and happiness is the only purpose, genetically to preserve the species. Whereas human being says, human being has the intellect to know preservation of species is not the only purpose of life as in organisms. I can get moksha from the cycle of birth and death.
So, Chidanand, you've told many things, and in those many things, what is it in simple words?
Key take is whether human being is the only human being who can correct his prarabdha by performing agami karma. He has got the faculty of choice to perform.
Correct. But what is the proof that life has a purpose? Let me give you the answer. The proof that life has a purpose is the intellect that can discriminate three things. That can discriminate death, birth, and karma. If you do death, birth, karma, and I'll add Girish's fourth word, which he did not want to speak, which is rebirth. So if the proof of life has a purpose is this: your birth, your karma, your death, your rebirth. So what is the proof that life has a purpose? 4 words. Or you can even say 5 words. The intellect, because without the intellect is the proof. The intellect that can discriminate birth, karma, death, and rebirth. If you are, and all of you have said the same thing. Chidanand said many things involved in this. Chidanand, I'm sorry, but I have to make it simple. I hope you appreciate Chidanand. My job is to make it very simple. Please don't be offended because
not at all.
Girish kept on typing these words, but Girish didn't speak. I asked Girish to speak. So we are the only species which has an intellect. We understand birth. Did you control your birth? Only you can. So we have an intellect that can discriminate birth. Like Chidanand said, it can discriminate our karma. Prarabdha, he called it prarabdha and also agami. I say we call it twin karma, prarabdha and agami. So if you are able, my dear friends, please listen to me carefully and then tell me whether you understand. If you use your see, if you are distracted, suppose you are distracted in 10 different things, don't expect to understand this answer. You can't. If you are concentrating on this session and you are paying attention, then here it is. If you have an intellect and you can discriminate birth, and you can discriminate karma, and you can discriminate death, and you can discriminate rebirth, you have got the proof that life has a purpose. Now, who will explain to me in your own words? You tell me now, if you have understood me, what I have said, what is the proof that life has a purpose? Who will explain to me? What is the proof that life has a purpose?
Yeah, the very fact that the intellect can discriminate between birth and death. And when we see a child which is reborn with blindness, it shows that there is something of carry forward of your karma.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I take the help of the scriptures, it says you can come out of this cycle of birth and death by getting liberation. So you can do something in this human life to come out of this cycle of birth and death, or in happiness as an instinctive process and come again and again and again and again.
Very good. Chidanand has understood clearly the proof. Whether how he says it is in his own words. But I want to see how many and all of you have to say like this. I understand that life has a purpose because. Who can say that? Who can explain this? I want to see who are the Gyanis today. In the next 5 minutes, I want to hear you. All of you spoke. Many of you spoke. Please try. Please try, because this will help you to grow forward in the journey. The way you have to answer is, I understand that life has a purpose because. Who will speak? Come on. Yes, Bliko.
Yeah, Shivoham.
Sure.
I understand the purpose of life because I understand that I got intellect. And I see birth, I see death. I can search. I can go on Talas and find out what is this birth, what is this death. And by theory of karma, I know that there is a rebirth. And by analysis of all these things, I can understand there is a purpose of life.
And what is the purpose of your life?
To get out of this rebirth.
See, so beautiful. So when you realize you don't have to memorize. When you realize you don't have to memorize, see, let me tell you one thing. Not many people are lucky to realize it, like Bliko said it, or like Chidanand said it. That's why I'm telling, I want all of you to say in your own words, because when you say, it only shows you realize. So please say. So please say so that it shows that you realize.
Can I try, sir?
Yes, please. Yes, Samatma.
I realize that life has a purpose because I know that I have an intellect which can discriminate between the suffering that people are going through because of their karma, and I can differentiate between death, life, and rebirth. So they are completing their karma is a proof that there is a purpose in life.
What is the proof? Very good. But I'm happy you're saying in your own words. So what is the proof that there's the purpose?
That we have an intellect which can discriminate between all these things, between the life, death, rebirth, and karma. And it is because of karma that people are suffering, and they have come here to complete their karma, so that they are not going to be reborn again.
So is it enough proof to you?
Yeah, because karma, they have come to complete the karma is a proof.
Yeah. And so what, according to you, what is the purpose of life?
Final purpose is to be free from this cycle of death and rebirth.
So unless you are clear, see, I'll tell you something. Many people say, no, why should I break my head in all these things? Chodo, what is all the karma, dharma, spirituality? Chodo, yaar. Say what? No need. Okay, no need. Okay, suppose, let me take you an analogy before I go to the next person. Suppose I take an analogy. Then, no, what is the use? Let us just enjoy life, let us live, and let us die. Forget about this damn it, spiritual enlightenment. No problem. You forget it. Does it mean that karma will leave you? It won't leave you. Does it mean that you will not die? Does it mean that you will not die? You will die. Does it mean that you will not be reborn? You will be reborn. Is this not enough proof? So, death, karma, rebirth, death, karma, rebirth, death, karma, rebirth. So, if you want to know the proof, in 3 letters, it is DKR. What are the 3 letters? DKR. The proof is death. Nobody can deny death. Nobody can deny karma. Nobody can deny rebirth. If you want to deny these 3, you're fooling yourself. What is the proof that life has a purpose? DKR. Death, karma, rebirth. Death, karma, rebirth. Death, karma, rebirth.
I want to add IDKR.
What I?
I is intellect.
Bliko, I hi hoga na, Bliko. I only is saying DKR. So, I nahi hoga, so you will say bow, bow, bow. You will only say bow, 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 bow. You cannot say death, karma. The only intellect is saying this. So I'm eliminating intellect from it. So the proof, my dear friends, I'm trying to make your life. For example, today you're thinking, somebody comes and tells you, "Hey, chodo yaar, kya tum Zoom call ko jata hai yaar? What a boring fellow, man. Come on, let us watch this TV program. Let's watch this, what they call this, Netflix." Many people, their favorite is Netflix and the Disney movies and Amazon Prime. I don't even know how to switch it on. I don't even know how to switch it on because whatever I need in YouTube, I can get good talks. And even that I realized so many Swamis talking, so many Swamis. I mean, listening to some Swamis, sometimes it takes you to some other. I listen. I'm not saying I don't listen to, I like to listen to some learned Swamis. Sometimes you listen to Krishnamurti, some 20-year-old talk. Okay, but it can just give, you don't need all that anymore. If you're in this simple journey, we are in a very simple journey. What is the proof that life has a purpose? The proof is DKR. Can you deny death? Can you deny karma? Can you deny rebirth? Why rebirth? If you ask why rebirth, because why was I born? Who made me Girish? Who gave me birth? Who made me male? Who made me a human being? Who gave me all? So there's no luck. There is no magic. There's a simple logic. Proof. Logic means proof. Inference. What are the three inferences? Death. I have to go. K. Karma is there. Cannot go. R. I will come back. DKR is the proof that there is a purpose of life. And the purpose of life is to get out of DKR. The purpose of life is to get out of DKR. That is the purpose. Yes, Rohit, I'm giving priority to people who are only there with the picture, who are on video. But Rohit, let me know. Tell me, Rohit. Rohit?
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, yeah.
My question is little other side. What is the proof of we not taking a rebirth after liberation?
What is the proof?
Yes.
The proof
what is the proof that we don't come back after liberation?
The proof is DKR. The proof is, Rohit, the proof is, for all practical purpose, Rohit, there is proof that we all will be reborn. Are you clear about what I'm saying? What is the proof of rebirth? The proof of rebirth is death. You agree? You believe in death or you don't believe in death, Rohit?
Yes, I agree.
You believe in karma?
Yes.
And you believe in birth or rebirth, whatever.
Yes.
Now this cycle is going on. Is there any doubt in this cycle?
No.
Now the proof of liberation is enlightenment, which cannot be proved. It is anubhuti.
Okay.
That if you tell me to prove enlightenment, no. I cannot give you enlightenment. I cannot prove you enlightenment. Enlightenment, I can show you the path. I can show you the path and I can tell you that this path of enlightenment is the path of highest bliss. It is a path of Satchitanand. It is the path of liberation from triple suffering. It is the path of God realization. It's a path of self-realization. Those who are on the path, many of you realize it, partly or fully. And those of you who don't want to believe, good luck with DKR. Good luck, because you will die. And based on your karma, there will be rebirth. If you don't accept it, my dear friends, there's only one answer. The proof of the purpose of life is DKR. Either you understand DKR and you are liberated. And if you don't understand DKR, then welcome back to the planet. I hope this session has triggered certain things in your head. And I hope you'll ask me more questions, but time is long beyond, I've gone much beyond my time. With folded hands, I bow down to you.